everyone. Good evening. My name is Stella. So today my topic is how to increase enrollment for foreign language majors. So our president in 2010, she said we would like to use Chinese majors to attract more enrollment for our college. Let's do it. So I was hired. We have Chinese studies major, Chinese business majors, 2 majors. Now I have 18 Chinese majors. I am the only full-time faculty, and I have 1 adjunct. She's helping me teaching 1 to 2 courses every semester. So let's take a look what happened in the past 8 years while I built this program. So here's the enrollment of our Chinese majors from 2011 to 2018. So now in this academic year, I have 18 Chinese majors. And I have more Chinese minors. But the main thing is Chinese majors. Whether we keep this major or not, our college is looking at how many majors do you have. For example, for German majors, when I joined this modern languages department, we have Spanish, French, and German, and I joined, we have Chinese, 4 languages. Over these years, German majors, the number of German majors is declining. So last year, very unfortunately, the German major is canceled. So we do not have German majors anymore. The number for for French majors is declining too. So our French program is also facing this difficulty. So now Chinese is the 2nd biggest language program in our department. Okay, so here I would like to show you how our program is like.
你好，我叫李石，认识你很高兴。
你好，我的专业是中文。
你好，我喜欢叶老师。
你好，我爱中文。你好，我真的爱中文。
你好，我们爱中文。
你好，我们爱中文。
The Department of Modern Languages began to offer Chinese courses in fall 2009. Starting for 2011, the Chinese program offers 2 majors, Chinese Studies major and Chinese Business major, in addition to Chinese minor. Achieving proficiency in Mandarin Chinese is the ultimate goal of our program. To build a solid foundation, we try to offer an innovative Chinese language curriculum that teaches the Chinese writing and sound systems according to students' unique characteristics and intrinsic regularity. At the beginning level, speaking and listening play an essential role. Students are able to communicate using basic expressions and gain confidence in their ability to learn Chinese. In the intermediate and advanced classes, reading and writing receive more emphasis. In addition to continual oral and listening practices, students also perform reading and writing tasks in characters. In our classes, students participate in drills and activities that allow them to communicate in Chinese. Class sizes are small in order to engage students more actively. Outside of class, students also have the opportunities to practice the contents from class with native Mandarin Chinese speaking tutors on weekly basis. Events and activities associated with Chinese culture are held regularly, such as eating at a Chinese restaurant, playing mahjong, practicing Chinese calligraphy, and celebrating Chinese traditional festivals and holidays. These extracurricular activities are aimed at increasing students' interests in Chinese language and culture, and encouraging them to engage in Chinese study more actively. Students also have opportunities to join our Chinese study abroad programs for a semester or for a 3-week cross-cultural study. Studying abroad in China can broaden students' prospects and knowledge of the world and people. More importantly, it greatly enhances students' language skills in more practical and realistic ways, and in return, helps them understand and practice what they learn in class. 欢迎学习中文。
So today I'm here to bring you 干货 in Chinese, right? We call 干货. Okay. So over these 8 years, I have developed the system to build a language program. That is infrastructure. These are strategies, the action plan. I developed these plans for some colleges. They usually invite me to train their programs to help them increase their enrollment. For example, 2 years ago, I was invited by High Point University. Foreign language program is the largest department in High Point University, but the enrollment is declining. So it happens that the department chair was, I got to know him from this conference. So he invited me. Obviously, you're not supposed to memorize all these strategies today. That's why I make notes for you. So let's first look at the infrastructure of Chinese program. If you want to build a successful program, these components are important. So first one is, of course, our curriculum. And I've been very thankful to Dr. Ross and her team for the textbook, Routledge course in Modern Mandarin Chinese. Because of that textbook, I was able to realize my dream, which is to use the delayed approach to teach Chinese, which has been very effective. That is our curriculum design. Let's do clockwise. Second, Chinese tutoring is a very important component because my goal for students to learn Chinese from day one. The ni hao, hello. They have to use ni hao in central Pennsylvania. Do you know how many Chinese people are available in central Pennsylvania? How many Chinese international students are there in my college? Only 5. So our college is very, very, very American, I would say that. So we don't have that environment. No Chinatown, no Chinese people. What can we do? Well, use Chinese to each other. When students see me from day one, you learn ni hao, do not say hello, Professor Ye. I would not recognize you, right? Okay, so Chinese tutoring is for students to use the language. Our college has the system that we teach Chinese, teach all languages Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we're not allowed to do 4 days a week. That's it, 3 hours per week. What can we do? Ask students to use Chinese with Chinese native speakers. I hire them as Chinese tutors. Okay, let's move forward. Here, study abroad program. We require our Chinese majors to study in China for 1 semester. It's required. And so after they come back from China, they speak fluent Chinese. We do exit interview for our Chinese majors. It's just fabulous. I'm very touched every time I did an exit interview. Okay, so after they learn the Chinese skills, we need to encourage them to seek scholarship, internship, and job opportunities. Of course, scholarship should be introduced from day one, and internship too. Every summer is critical. So if they find there are tons of scholarships, for example, one of my Chinese majors, she just applied for 3, and she said there are a lot out there. So I always reserve the the opportunities. I would put them in a Word document and keep sending to my Chinese majors or all students all the time. Job opportunities. Our college emphasizes on internship and job opportunities. Our students can easily find a job, especially Chinese majors. So is there any reason you don't learn Chinese, right? Because finding a job is very important. So these 3 components focus on advertising to promote our Chinese program. First, on campus, we promote Chinese program on campus and promote Chinese program off campus. So the other side, the action plan, I list all possible skills, all possible strategies that I've tried, effective strategies for you. So I list Chinese club from on campus because Chinese club is a standard, right? Language club is a standard component on campus. So let's look at the action plan. I'm not going to go over all the strategies here because it will take days, and I don't want to keep you here. I want to save time for my partners. So I would just go over some strategies using pictures so it will be easier for you to understand. For example, you might wonder, wow, you use a delayed approach. Are you sure students can learn Chinese characters? Here is by Shizhe. This is a Chinese student, Chinese language student. He was an art major. He took my one-on-one Chinese just, for fun and try out. A lot of my students come to my classes from mouth to mouth. So he was not a Chinese major. He took one-on-one. He was so talented. So I told him, you have to continue. And it happened that he's no longer interested in the art major. He would drop college if there was no Chinese major. So that was him. He was 0 level. By the way, most of my Chinese majors came to college with 0 level of Chinese. It's not like, oh, I learned a lot of Chinese in high school, so I can do a Chinese major. You don't have to. So he made tons of game cards using Chinese characters. All those characters, most of them I didn't teach yet. He was in 102. But he was interested. He had confidence. He was willing to devote time to what he was good at, right? And here's our website. Keep a relationship with the public relations office, telling them stories of what happens in your program. Would invite them to your class to take photos. So it happens I'm good at photographing, so the college likes to use my photos in college, college-wide, and also in Mechanicsburg, our city. So that way you're also advertising Chinese. And she's my librarian. So she was 40-something years old when I got to know her. She did not have any authentic Chinese food before she was 40-something years old, right? So I tried to recruit my colleagues to learn Chinese because I need enrollment. That's it. The number talks. I visited every office on my campus. Hello, I'm Stella. Do you know we have a Chinese program? We actually offer Chinese majors, believe it or not. So she started taking my 101, 102, and then 201. And then she started to visit China. She was interested, and she was a student. And then she became my co-leader for my course culture trip. She's good at numbers, I'm not. She's my best partner. And she started to eat huajiao, right? She can eat Chinese food spicier than me. That's it. And then now that's a story. And a lot of my engineering professor, computer science, my colleagues professor, and then their kids, because they know I have Chinese program, I encourage their kids to come. Okay. So this is our graduation ceremony. This is the Luke Hirsch, just an example. Most of my Chinese majors, they came in other majors. The majority of them, I also do a good job, is to steal students from my colleagues. He was a business major before. His roommate was, you need to take Chinese, you need to take Professor Ye's class. So he came, he took 101. After 1 week, he fell in love in Chinese. And then he just went to China. He gave up one semester, one whole year. He came back speaking good Chinese, and he said, I want to add Chinese major. I was like, okay, great, you made my day. And I also visit local high schools. This is one of the examples I gave tea ceremony. I learned tea ceremony. I'm from Hangzhou. I learned tea ceremony because I want to attract my students. I want to show them Chinese culture. In my curriculum, my class is fun. Students have to make noises in Chinese. That's it. They just learn characters 我. That's fine. Use mixed language. As long as you learn however much, then learn it. So why do you have to write all the characters? Right? So language, they just use it. We were in Hangzhou there. So I require my students to use Chinese from day one. These are more examples. This is Chinese Cultural Day, playing mahjong, and we make dumplings. I'm sure you do that too. And here our students perform in Chinese New Year in a local high school, so to get connected with high school teachers. And these are examples of student opportunities. I keep scholarship opportunities and internship opportunities when during advising week or normal time we are encouraged to have coffee with students and talk to students. That's very important. And Chinese Club, also Facebook. We live in a digital world. So the video that I made is just part of the video. For these strategies, I'm going to make a series of videos too to help you learn exactly each strategy. How did I do? What tools did I learn? In infographics, if I can just let you use it, you just change the name of your program. I'll let you use every resource I have because it's a waste if I'm the only one using them, right? Just let's do it. I wish you a good luck. Thank you very much.